So the recent series between India and Australia, wow. It wasn't just another cricket tour, was it? No way. This was a massive, high-stakes battle for pride, and it was absolutely packed with moments that didn't just define a rivalry, but gave us a real glimpse into the future of the sport.
I mean, this series had everything. You had legends writing totally new chapters in their careers. You had young stars just bursting onto the world stage. And of course, that fierce, back-and-forth fight for supremacy that went right down to the wire. Just incredible stuff.
All right, let's set the stage. This wasn't just one type of cricket. It was a multi-format series. We're talking tests and one-day internationals. And what that means is every single match, every single ball actually contributed to the final result. The stakes were just ridiculously high, and it made every single moment count.
You know, in a series this intense, who do you look to first? The veterans, right? They're the ones who draw the first battle lines. Both teams desperately needed their experienced leaders to step up, and boy, did they deliver. It created this absolutely fascinating clash of styles and strengths.
And at the heart of it all, you really had this amazing contrast between two key figures. On one side, for Australia, you've got the legend herself, Ellyse Perry. She's their consistent, classy backbone. And on the other side, for India, it was Jemimah Rodriguez, who just became this incredible, resilient fighter every single time the pressure was on.
So let's talk about Australia's engine room, because it was just firing on all cylinders. You had the veteran Ellyse Perry, who just continues to defy age. It's like her class is permanent, you know? And then, working right alongside her was the new-gen superstar Annabelle Sutherland. She was, and I mean this, simply unstoppable, so elegant and just an unbelievably valuable all-round asset.
But India, they came to fight. And this quote about Jemimah Rodriguez, it just captures their spirit perfectly. Think about it. In that huge Perth test, wickets are tumbling all around her. And what does she do? She plays a lone hand. She stands tall and smacks a brilliant half-century that just proved, beyond a doubt, her mettle under that insane pressure.
Okay, so we've talked about the legends. But, you know, this series wasn't just about them. Not at all. This was the stage where a whole new wave of incredible talent just kicked the door down and made their presence known loud and clear.
And that really became one of the biggest questions of the whole tour, right? You've got all this exciting young talent on both sides. So, who's going to win the Battle of the New Guard? Who's going to make the bigger splash? That's what we all wanted to see.
Well, the home crowd in Australia, they did not have to wait long for an answer. Australia unleashed this new battery of fast bowlers who just injected raw speed and some serious, fierce aggression into the contest. It was awesome to watch.
Get this, 3 wickets on your test debut. For Australia's Lucy Hamilton, that wasn't just a good start. That is literally the stuff dreams are made of. And it was a massive statement to the entire cricketing world.
And look, they weren't just taking wickets, they were taking big wickets. We're talking about Hamilton getting rid of the world-class Smriti Mandehana with what you can only call a peach of a delivery, just unplayable. And then alongside her, you had Darcy Brown just terrifying batters with raw speed, swing, and these sharp bouncers. I mean, what a lethal combination. But don't think for a second India didn't have an answer. They had their own new stars absolutely ready to shine. And we have to turn the spotlight now onto Kranti Goud, because her journey to this moment, it's just an incredible story. And this line says it all, from the dusty fields of Madhya Pradesh through her first international wicket. Just think about that for a second. That journey, that's a powerful reminder of the sheer determination behind these debuts. It's a truly, truly inspiring story. And just like the Aussies, India's debutantes made an immediate impact. You had Goud taking the huge wicket of Phoebe Litchfield, thanks to a stunning catch, mind you. And then Sayali Sangare knocks over Georgia Vole with this viciously swinging delivery that just clatters into the stumps. Oh yeah, India's new guard was firing right back. All right, so with the series on an absolute knife's edge, it all came down to the one-day internationals. This is where the whole thing shifted decisively, and where the series was ultimately won and lost. And you can see right here where the story of the series really turned. The ODI leg, it just belonged to Australia's young batters. I'm talking about Georgia Vole with a century and Phoebe Litchfield. They were both sensational. They chased down India's totals with this commanding ease that India, even though they fought so hard and put up really competitive scores, just couldn't match. And if you want one number to sum up that dominance, here it is, 83. They chased down a competitive total with 83 balls to spare. That's almost 14 overs still left in the tank. That's not just a win, that is a complete demolition. So, Okay, Australia took the series, but honestly, this tour told a much, much bigger story. It was a story about the incredible health and the super exciting future of the women's game.
So, what are our final takeaways here? Well, first, yeah, Australia claimed the series victory, but India absolutely proved their fighting spirit is world-class. We saw that legends like Elise Perry are still inspiring us and performing at the highest level. And maybe most importantly, a whole new generation of stars from both sides has officially, and I mean officially, arrived.
And that right there, that's really the ultimate takeaway from this whole fantastic series. When you see this level of talent, this much passion, and this kind of competition, well, the future of women's cricket has never looked brighter. It's not just bright, it is absolutely dazzling.
Which, of course, leaves us with one final, very exciting question. We've seen the legends do their thing, we've seen the rising stars make their mark. So, looking ahead, which of these two incredible teams do you think will be the one to define the next era of cricket? And it's going to be fun to find out.